Welcome back. My name's Dave, and I want to talk to you today about your author website, or what should be inside your author website. Now, I'm not quite sure if this is the first time you're seeing my face, but we have spoken previously about why an author needs a website, and to sum it up, essentially it helps in converting and convincing new readers. This video, I want to focus a little bit more on what makes an author website special. Why does an author website differ from other websites? So every website has what's known as goals, actions. If you're speaking technical, you would say a call to action. So every website needs to have a reason to exist. This reason might be as simple as, hey, I've got a business, I've got a product, take a look, here it is. It also might be more in-depth. You might have more than one goal. Typically, I recommend my authors try focus on at least 3 goals in the priority that the designer needs to know. Obviously, the most important goals are treated differently, more visibly, higher up, and in the website visitor's field of vision. So, back to the question, what makes an author website different? The biggest thing that makes an author website different from any other website is where the author wants you to focus, or the actions, otherwise known as the call to action. An author's website typically is centered around their books. Many authors have other services around the books and not just the books themselves. The authors might be giving talks. The authors might have a busy blog. The author might have a regularly updated email list that they want you to sign up for as well. So it's not the only call to action. However, by default, an author website's main call to action is typically, hey, I've got books, would you like to read them? Every website, again, will have some kind of action, whether it's a contact form that they want you to submit, maybe they want you to read their really interesting content. An author's website's no different in this regard. They will also have a busy blog that maybe they want you to take a look through. They also might have a email list that they want you to sign up for. But by and large, an author website is normally built with a book in mind. They want you to see their book. They want you maybe to see a sample chapter. And finally, they will link to where you can find this book. So again, the call to action of an author's website is typically unique. It's wrapped around the book. There are secondary objectives. If they have your attention, well, would you like to sign up to this list? Would you like to read this really interesting blog post I've put up? Would you like to get in touch with me and I can offer a specific service? Every author website doesn't have to just have books. Often the author sells other things beyond the book itself. But again, the actions are what give the website designer helping you the information they need when it comes to shaping the website. So a website for an author typically has some special things that might not be seen on other websites. Now, before I jump into this list, just know that the content that I'm speaking from is actually a blog that I've written on my website. I'll link to it in this article below. And in the article, I go into a bit more detail about the special things everyone needs to know before jumping into an author website. So some things that make an author website different, aside from the goal and aside from that call to action for the visitor being focused on the book, is things like a dedicated book sales page. I think every author should ideally not just have the website, but also a separate page dedicated just to the book itself. So you have a home page which lets a visitor know, hey, I've got a book, would you like to know more? And when the visitor clicks on a button saying, yes, I would, have a dedicated book landing page. You can obviously incorporate the book information in a summarized version on the homepage, but it's better for Google rankings if you have a dedicated page with its own URL that focuses specifically on this new book, especially if you plan more than one book, because then at least you can have a second book page for the new book and a third book page if you're writing in a series. Authors often have things like sample chapter downloads. Maybe you want to give someone the ability to download a short chapter sample. Maybe it's not a download. Maybe it's actually a section on the website where the text is available online for people to scan through. An author might want e-commerce on the website set up so that people can buy the book. Although don't forget that e-commerce is an added expense for the website designer, so just clear that ahead of time. Authors want to make good use of social proof as well. So often on a sales page for a book, you want to have reviews from people saying, this was a great book, I loved it. Definitely, I recommend it for you. So social proof forms a huge part of an author's marketing and on their sales page for their book as well. So again, guys, just to clarify, an author website, it has a lot of similarities to any other website. You know, it should look professional. It should be reflowable, meaning it looks good on different screen types. But fundamentally, what you want the visitor to your website to do is focus on your book. You want to share the important information with them about the book. Information such as the book sales description, typically what you see on the book's back cover. You want to let the reader know what your book might cost. You also want to let the reader know where they can find the book. Is your book available on Amazon? Is it available on Apple or Barnes & Noble or other smaller stores? So sales links pointing people to your book should be very prominently displayed on the book sales page as well. And don't forget, guys, be credible. So on the website where you're selling the book information, make sure to include a visible section where you speak about your credibility as the author. You might have years of experience in the field. Let the visitor know that. You might have written many books on the subject. Let them know about the other books as well. You might have been quoted in other sources. Maybe you have appeared in magazines and articles and interviews. Let the reader know that. Because every bit of social proof, evidence, every bit of information that might help a reader make up their mind is going to be gold. So guys, not only is it important for you to have the website, it's important for you to know what you want the visitor to do. And again, that decides how the website gets shaped down the line. I hope this information helped you. If it did, I would love to hear more from you. It motivates me to know that you enjoy the videos and helps me creating more content for you.